Hi everyone, my name is Saurabh Pant and I hope you are doing very fine at your home. So it has been quite some time now that I have not released any video, at least I think a week or so. And I thought why not take out 15-20 minutes out from the schedule and make one video out of it. And yeah, I'm running a little busy at this point of time. Not little, a lot busy at this point of time. So I'm not exactly getting proper time, proper framework of mind to make a video out, because a little bit of concepts should be there which are different, which are not discussed by everyone in general. Those kind of concepts I was thinking. But then as the time is not available for it, I'm carrying on with the Rank Booster series with some questions which are very important for NEET and JEE examination. From the last few days, I'm getting a lot of doubts in the ionic equilibrium, and I thought why not touch the topic that many people are having the problem with, that is buffer. As soon as the buffer topic comes, many of the people, they suddenly get frightened out of buffer. So I'm taking out two questions, one theoretical and a numerical, to explain the basic idea about the buffer. And maybe if these two questions will be able to understand, you'll be able to get the complete marks in the NEET and JEE examination of whichever the buffer question is asked. तो देखिए यार, what is a buffer? तो buffer is a solution which resists the change in its pH if you try to add a small amount of strong acid or a strong base, or you do a little bit of dilution. That means if I have one container here and let us say it is a buffer, it contains a buffer. Let's say this container consists of buffer. So if I add a little bit strong acid here, so let's say the pH was pH 1, on adding a strong acid, the pH will remain nearly the pH 1 only. Or if I add a strong base, then also the pH will not be changing a lot. Also, if I add a little bit of solvent, little bit of water, then also the pH won't change much. That means, sir, pH does not change at all in the buffer. That's not true. pH do change. 100% the pH will change, but not as much as you are expecting. That is what we call as a buffer solution. It resists the change in the pH. It cannot stop the change in the pH from happening. अब देखें, the first question which comes is that कि भैया which of the following, which pairs when mixed can form a buffer? The idea I'm taking is from a very old JEE advanced question, JEE 1999. I think many of the people seeing this video might be younger than the question itself. So I'm taking the idea from that 1999 JEE question, but it's a very good question. Many a times these kind of questions get repeated in JEE Main as well as NEET examination. It's going to be a very good question for you to understand and do it. Even though you are very good in this topic also, there might be a chance that one or two things you might miss. After I discuss the question, everything will be very, very easy. But if you try to do it yourself, you might miss. I'm not saying for sure, but you might miss some of the points out here. So let's see which of the following when mixed can form a buffer. So let's understand who forms a buffer. So there are three types of buffer we have. So we have acidic buffer, we have basic buffer, and the third we have a salt buffer. So what is the acidic buffer? Acidic buffer means you have a weak acid plus its salt with a strong base. A weak acid and its salt with a strong base, or a conjugate acid conjugate base pair. देखो यार, this is a general definition you can use. Buffer, if you ever get a conjugate acid conjugate base pair, it will form a buffer. This point many of the people miss while teaching, especially in the NEET level. In JEE, to yaar, more or less people know this concept that conjugate acid base pair, they are also buffer. Now I am talking about the acidic, basic and salt buffer of which the questions come in the examination. So acidic buffer is weak acid and it's salt with a strong base. Example, H2CO3 / NaHCO3. This is the buffer you will get in the blood. Your blood pH is maintained by this buffer. One more interesting thing is there, people think that acidic buffer is acidic in nature. Interestingly, H2CO3 NaHCO3 combination, देखो, weak acid and his salt with a strong base NaOH, that is NaHCO3 is the salt of H2CO3. So भैया, this combination is acidic buffer. Here the neutral part, the acidic part you can see here, the neutrally charged particle, neutrally charged component is weak acid. So it's the acidic buffer. People think that acidic buffer are acidic in nature, whereas the blood has a basic pH. Those who are from the BPC background, biology background, they might be knowing it. Those who are from the JEE background, if you know, well and good. If you don't know, around 7.3, 7.4 is the pH of the blood. That means blood is on the basic side. But this buffer is present in the blood. So it's not necessary that the acidic buffer must be acidic in nature. It can be acidic, basic, both. It is God's grace, and the pKa, pKb will be deciding the answer. By Henderson equation you will be able to find. Basic buffer. Basic buffer means weak base plus its salt with a strong acid. For example, I take a weak base NH4OH and his salt with a strong acid, let's say HCl I take, so NH4Cl. So this combination NH4OH, a weak base, and his salt with a strong acid, that is called the basic buffer. Salt buffer is a salt, by name it is clear, of weak acid and weak base. So what happens in the case of salt buffer? Kuch nahi yaar, we have a salt of weak acid, weak base, like CH3COO NH4, ammonium acetate. Ammonium acetate is made from CH3CO minus acetate ion, which is coming from acetic acid, which is a weak acid, and NH4 plus is coming from NH4OH, which is a weak base. So the combination of these two will give you a salt, that is the weak acid weak base salt, and this also act like a buffer, salt buffer. अब देखें भाई, which of the pair when mixed can form a buffer? Option number 1. Let us say we have CH3COOH plus CH3COONA. Second, CH3COOH plus HCl. Third, NH4OH plus NH4Cl. Fourth, NH4OH plus NH4 whole twice SO4. Number 5, CH3COONA plus HCl. Number 6, NH4Cl plus NaOH. Number 7, NH4OH plus NaOH. So you may pause the video and try that how many of these pair when mixed together, like this solution mixed with this solution mixed with this solution, can form a buffer. How many of them can form a buffer in any condition I am asking? And also, if you understood ki bhaiya they can form a buffer under certain condition, please mention those conditions also. So try this question, pause the video and try, and that let's see how many of you get the correct answer. So if you have paused the video and tried, let us see one by one all the answers here. So CH3COOH, CH3CONA is a weak acid and his salt with a strong base NaOH, that is sodium acetate is the salt. So bhaiya, we are getting the weak acid also and CH3CO minus also. So bhaiya, this can be regarded as a buffer. In acidic buffer category it will fall. CH3COH HCl. Now it's a combination of a acid and a acid, and bhaiya no buffer can be made by strong acid. Strong acids do not form a buffer. If you have ion of a strong acid, like sir Cl minus is there, so Cl minus is the conjugate base of HCl. I'm not talking about that, but if HCl himself is present in the solution, don't expect that buffer will be formed. Strong acid and strong base should not be there in the solution to form a buffer. ठीक है भैया. NH4OH, NH4Cl भैया ready-made buffer है. It's a weak base and it's a salt of the weak base with a strong acid. तो भैया this thing is a proper buffer and it will fall in the category of basic buffer. Ammonium hydroxide, ammonium sulfate. तो देखो यार, ammonium hydroxide is a weak base and ammonium sulfate will be a salt of that weak base with a strong acid. Sir, which strong acid? Sulfuric acid react with NH4OH, then you will get ammonium sulfate. I'll give you one numerical of this also, but anyway, right now identification is going on, so it's a buffer, 100%, a weak base with a strong weak base and it's salt with a strong acid. So clearly this combination is also a buffer. Again, CH3CONA and HCl, if you see, so sir HCl, you have just now said if HCl is there in the mixture, it can never form a buffer. Nahi yaar. This is what the interesting part comes. Many people do this wrong, sir it is not a buffer, whereas if you see clearly, let us see what will happen. CH3COONA and HCl bhai sahab, they might react with each other. They will react with each other. Sir, how can I know in the exam they will react with each other? Arey bhaiya, electrostatics you know na. As plus attract minus, minus attract plus. Kar do. So CH3CO minus is there, will attract the H plus to form CH3COOH. Na plus attract Cl minus to form NaCl. बहुत बढ़िया काम. Then what? Then nothing. CH3COOH will be formed. Now, think the constrained condition. If you have HCl as the excess reagent, HCl is more and sodium acetate is less, then by the end of reaction, sodium acetate will get over. and HCl will be left. This cannot form a buffer because HCl in the final solution, HCl will be left. After the reaction gets over, HCl will be left. But if I take HCl as a limiting reagent, that means the amount of HCl, let us take 1 mole, sodium acetate 2 mole. So by the end of reaction, HCl will get completely over. Some of the acetic acid will be made, which was not here, but it will be made after reaction, and some of the sodium acetate will be left over. So the final solution, अच्छा NaCl क्या है? NaCl is just a spectator here. He's just like the audience who has come to witness MS Dhoni and Virat Kohli. They are not going to play the game. They are spectator ions, so leave them. So we are having a weak acid and it's salt. So understand, this finally can form a buffer, but the condition is that the HCl, the strong acid part, should be the limiting reagent so that by the end of reaction it get completely consumed. बहुत बढ़िया काम. NH4Cl NaOH देखो यार, NH4Cl NaOH. So what will happen here? Again, can there be a scenario of reaction also? Let's see. भैया positive will attract negative, negative attract positive. So let's see what will happen. So NH4 plus attract OH minus will form NH4OH. Na plus attract Cl minus will form NaCl. Cut NaCl. Why? Spectator hai bhaiya. These are the audience here. NH4Cl is a salt of ammonium hydroxide and HCl. NaOH is a strong base. NH4OH is a weak base. So in one condition, can it form? Yes. In one condition it can form. If NaOH becomes the limiting reagent, then by the end of reaction, NaOH will be completely consumed. Some of the NH4OH will be formed and little bit NH4Cl will be left over because he is the excess reagent. So some will react to form NH4OH and some will be left over, and the final combination will become a buffer. So bhaiya, this can be a buffer, and the condition for making it a buffer is HCl must be limiting reagent and here NaOH must be the limiting reagent. Last condition, NH4OH, NaOH both are base. So base yaar, they will not react with each other, and if they will not react with each other just like this. This is acid. They will not react with each other. Acid, no reaction. Base, no reaction. If they are not reacting with each other, तो भैया the solution will remain as it is, and strong base in the solution left over. It cannot be a buffer. So these are all the possible scenarios where you might get a buffer by mixing the two solutions. So one idea is there. Idea I took from the 1999 JEE question, but some additional 2-3 points I have added over here. Understand the basic idea. Whenever you add A and B, always check electrostats. If you check electrostatic attraction, you will be able to get some reaction. And after the reaction, check if there is a possibility of getting a buffer or not. So this is about the identification of buffer. Now I'll just remove it from the board and immediately I'll take you to one example, numerical part, so that a good feeling will come with this 5 and 6 and you'll be able to understand the whole concept of buffer more clearly. Let us carry on. So bhaiya, here is one question for us. In this question, I've tried that, I think most of you are preparing for this year NEET examination only. In case you're preparing for next year also, revision you are doing at this point of time. Because I rarely think anyone in the class 11th might be starting with the ionic right now, because it comes at the far end of the session. So maybe by the month of November, December, in class 11th, you'll be starting the ionic. So everyone who is right now seeing the video might be either from class 12th or just entering class 12th, or maybe you are in the repeater batch. In either case here, I will take one example. I don't want you to waste more time over several examples. I'll take one example and try to explain everything of that specific topic, which are the errors which you can do, which is the way of seeing a question, reading a question. You might not understand the kind of question they are asking. I'll also be trying to involve titration also into the same concept. So this one question will be once and for all, you'll be understanding the whole concept. Before going ahead, understand there are two formulas we can use for finding the pH of buffer, and that formula is known as Henderson equation. Henderson equation, as per NCERT and as many teachers teach, is pH is equals to pKa plus log of salt by acid concentration, and pOH is equals to pKb plus log of salt by base concentration. This is what most of the people will teach, including NCERT is also writing the same thing. Ab dekho, if Kb is here, base should be in the denominator. If Ka is here, acid should be in the denominator. But if you have come here and you are attending this video right now, this lecture right now, one clear concept you should know. Writing salt by acid, salt by base is okay if theoretical question comes, but for numerical, never do this. For numerical, keep this in mind. here you should write ion of the salt, and here you should write ion of the salt. So instead of writing the salt, you should focus upon the ion of the salt. Which ion of the salt? If you have, let's say, ammonia, then ammonium ion. If you have acetic acid, then acetate ion. So the complementary ion, the conjugate ion that you are getting. So understand कि भैया pKa plus log of conjugate base by conjugate acid will be a better thing to say. Also here also conjugate acid by conjugate base will be a better thing to say. So remember this thing. I will make you understand this thing using this example. Which common errors can happen? Let's read the question. 0.2 molar 1 liter NH4OH solution is mixed with 0.1 molar 1 liter H2SO4 solution. Find the pH of the resulting mixture. pKa of ammonia given. Sir, you were teaching buffer. Here to no word of buffer has come. Exactly. If you get a question with the name buffer in that, you will be able to apply the Henderson equation anyway and you will be getting the answer. What if in the exam, this kind of a question comes where you have no idea कि this question base react with acid will form salt. First thing people think कि sir it is a salt hydrolysis question. बकवास है. How can you decide it is a salt hydrolysis question without checking it? And how to check? Let us see. अच्छा, people are afraid of one more thing. Titration. Word titration to yaar, it's their nightmare. For many students, titration word is a nightmare. As soon as titration comes in the question, they leave it. Understand now, from today onwards, titration for you is nothing but reaction. So titration means reaction for you now. So if the question can come 0.2 molar 1 liter ammonium hydroxide solution is titrated against 0.1 molar 1 liter H2SO4 solution, find the pH. Both way the question will be solved in the same way. Let's see what will happen. So here solution is very simple. First thing I will write CH3, sorry not CH3, I will write NH4OH reacting with H2SO4. What will happen? Bhaiya, these two people will react and will form ammonium sulfate plus water. This is how the people will solve this question. They will balance the equation. So 2 ammonium hydroxide will come. बहुत बढ़िया, you will write like this. Now, as per mole concept, you will write how many moles initially ammonium hydroxide is having. तो भैया 0.2 molar 1 liter, moles are molarity into volume. तो भैया 0.2 moles will come. And for H2SO4, molarity into volume. तो भैया 0.2 moles, sorry 0.1 mole will come here. So 0.1 mole will come here in the case of H2SO4. Let us change one value here. Little bit value change will be necessary here. Otherwise, the whole feeling of the question will go. I am taking 0.5 liter. If I take 0.5 liter or rather than 0.1, I will be getting 0.05 moles. So bhaiya 0.1 molar into 0.5 liter, 0.05 moles I have got here. So bhaiya, this is the scenario clearly we have got. So bhaiya 0.05 moles I will write here, 0.05 moles, and this is what I have got initially. Ammonium sulfate 0, water is a pure liquid, so his concentration does not matter in this question. अब देखिए, for the final condition, if I have 0.2 mole, 0.05 moles here, so this complete 0.05 moles will become 0. Think about it. If one H2SO4 react, 2 ammonium hydroxide react. So if 0.05 will react, here 0.1 will react. क्या बोला? 1 reacts, 2 reacts, 2 reacts, 4 reacts, 3 reacts, 6 reacts, 0.05 react, 0.1 will react. So bhaiya, double amount is going to react. So 0.2 minus 0.1, this much amount reacted. So left over amount, so 0.1 mole will be left by the end of reaction. Acha, H2SO4 got over. Now what will happen? 1 react, 1 formed. So 0.05 mole reacted. So 0.05 moles will be formed of ammonium sulfate. Water concentration does not matter. Acha ji. अब भैया फाइनली व्हाट आई गॉट, फॉरगेट व्हाट वाज द इनिशियल कंडीशन, फाइनली आई गॉट 0.1 मोल ऑफ अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड एंड 0.05 मोल्स ऑफ अमोनियम सल्फेट. तो सर इट इज लुकिंग लाइक अ वीक बेस एंड इट्स सॉल्ट विद अ स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड. So it is looking like a perfect buffer in the last question in the identification of buffer. Same buffer I have given you as one question also. So it's a buffer. So we understood our enemy in this question. Our enemy is the buffer topic. In buffer, the formula we use for finding the pH or pOH is this formula that is known as Henderson equation. I will apply the formula. So here pOH. So why not pH? Because pKb is mentioned. pKb is mentioned of ammonia. Achha, here also people get confused. Here also one confusion comes कि sir ammonium hydroxide is given and pKb of ammonia is written. Sir, how to find the pKb of ammonium hydroxide? भाई साहब, ammonia dot water only is NH4OH. So whether they give you pKb of ammonia or they give you pKb of NH4OH, they both are same. This satyanash happens only for ammonia case only. So that's why I have taken the ammonia case only to explain, so that all the concepts get cleared by this one question. अब देखिए, POH will be the pKb of the ammonia given plus log of, if we apply the NCERT formula or the formula which many people teach, salt by base, you will get POH equal to pKb 4.75 plus log of how much salt is there? Salt is 0.05 moles. अच्छा sir, here too we have concentration. Should we divide with the volume? Your wish is there, you want to divide with the volume, you may divide. So 0.05 by V. Why V? You will understand. Upon how much is the base left over? 0.1 is the base in the solution divided by V. So V will get cancelled. So in Henderson equation does not matter, you put concentration, you put moles, one and the same thing. Whichever you find easier you should do. So I am not putting the volume, it does not create any difference because volume will anyway get cancelled out. They are in the same solution, that means the volume will be same. बहुत बढ़िया. Then what will happen? Sir, then this will come out as 5 by 2 and log 1 by 2 will be minus 0.3. So 4.75 minus 0.3. So sir, 4.45 is the POH, and from here we can find the pH by 14 minus POH. pH will become 14 minus POH. This is the formula you should know, that pH plus POH is 14. So pH will be 14 minus POH. As soon as you do this, you will be losing the marks because this question will become completely wrong. अच्छा जी, why sir? Understand. POH, apply the correct formula, is pKb plus log of ion of the salt by base. So what is the ion of the salt here? Firstly, what is pKb? 4.75 plus log of. Who is the ion of the salt? Ion of the salt here. The salt is ammonium sulfate, out of which sulfate bhai sahab is nalayak, he is a spectator ion. He is not playing any role in this buffer. The buffer is due to ammonium hydroxide and his ion, ammonium ion. That means his conjugate acid. तो भैया अमोनियम आयन कंसंट्रेशन शुड कम इन द न्यूमरेटर. समझ लो भैया अच्छे से, बढ़िया से अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग कि सॉल्ट कंसंट्रेशन नहीं, यू हैव टू राइट द ion of the salt concentration. This problem come in two types of question, like ammonium sulfate, or if you have CH3COO whole twice calcium, there also this kind of a problem will come, that acetate ion concentration will be different than the calcium acetate concentration. So understand, one ammonium sulfate contain two ammonium. One ammonium sulfate contain two ammonium. So two ammonium sulfate will contain 4 ammonium. 4 ammonium sulfate will contain 8 ammonium. 10 ammonium sulfate will contain 20 ammonium. तो भैया by that logic 0.05 moles of ammonium sulfate will contain 0.05 into 2 moles of ammonium. And how much is NH4OH? 0.1. So 0.05 into 2 is 0.1 only. Upon 0.1 got cancelled out, you got 4.75 as the POH. If people ask you pH, then sir, pH will be 14 minus POH, that is 14 minus 4.75. So 9.25 will come out as the pH out of it. Badhiya kaam. And once you get 9.25 as the pH, once you got 9.25 as the pH, that's the correct answer clearly. So dekho what will happen here. Very important, whenever this ion of salt and this base, they cancel out each other, that means the concentration of the ion of the salt and the base become equal, that situation is known as maximum buffer capacity. So if they ask you what is the pH of a buffer at maximum buffer capacity, you will say, sir, at maximum buffer capacity these two things will cancel out, log 1 will come, log 1 is 0, log 1 is 0, so this got cancelled out, log 1 came, log 1 is 0, so pH equal to pKa will come and POH equal to pKb will come, and bhaiya this is what the condition of maximum buffer capacity is known as. So dekho bhaiya, I think you understood what we have done here. What we did, ki even though ammonium sulfate was there, 0.05 moles, ammonium ion, you can understand, one ammonium sulfate contains 2 ammonium ion. here ion of the salt should come. If you are writing NH4OH here, NH4 plus should come over here. That is the main tricky part here for such kind of question. Sir, if they give a simple question like NH4Cl, sir, then can we take the concentration of the salt? 100% you can take, because in this case, if you have one salt, you have one ammonium, you have two salt, you have two NH4 plus. Here, if you have one ammonium sulfate, you have two NH4 plus. So if you have 0.05 mole of ammonium sulfate, you will have 0.1 mole of ammonium. So this is what we can say in this specific topic can come. So I think this is all from my side in the case of buffer. I think nearly 30 minutes are over. That's all from my side, and make sure that you practice a few more questions, get proper understanding in this. More or less these kind of questions only will come in the examination. Again, this will not come in the exam, but this will completely remove all your confusions in this topic, and whichever the topic will come, whichever the question will come, you'll be able to solve it more easily. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.